There were friends probably chatting like, what's he doing? They're afraid to put themselves out there. I'm still in such an early stage of career-wise, and it's all kind of happened quite quick to even like be able to do my own show. Again, I didn't have any fans from like November. You know what's so funny is like, I feel like, this is what I say to you and you say to me as well, is like you have to kind of just do things for yourself. Like you can't wait around for
100%.
people. You can go after looking for like booking agents and like trying to get stuff, but you can also just go and do it yourself.
You yourself has to be the marketing.
Exactly.
So the fact that you've got to where you've got to, how long? Less than 6 months. If you have any advice for anyone else coming up in music, what would be your biggest thing, just from your own successes?
I was getting like 0 comments, like 0 engagement, but I kept posting, and then I found a way that kind of worked for me. And people care too much about what other people think. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
It's being fearless, but it's being more tunnel vision. Just know that this is what I want to do. And not let anything stop you.
You gonna be asking me the questions, or are we gonna be like questioning each other?
I'll ask you the questions. We can just have a conversation, really.
Yeah. All right.
But right now, it's you that has like the most going on, because you got your show coming up. How do you feel?
Yeah.
Your first
Nice.
show.
Bro, do you know what? Like I said, it's kind of mad because I'm still in such an early stage of career-wise, and it's like from the point of where I started to now kind of got my like first show up in July the 3rd, it's all kind of happened quite quick to even like be able to do my own show, because again, I didn't have any fans from like November. So you know what's so funny is like, I feel like, this is what I say to you and you say to me as well, is like you have to kind of just do things for yourself. Like you can't wait around for
100%.
people. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like you can go after looking for like booking agents and like trying to get stuff, but you can also just go and do it yourself. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
The way I look at like booking agents and all of those kind of things, they're more like, for me, I do clothing, so it's like the advertisement.
Yeah.
And you yourself has to be the marketing.
Exactly.
So the fact that you've got to where you've got to, how long? Less than 6 months.
6 months without, so back in November I had done a few releases, but you know I was getting like 0 comments, like 0 engagement, but I kept posting, and then I found a way that kind of worked for me, and that's kind of from there, since November is when I started live, so yeah.
If you have any advice for anyone else coming up in music, what would be your biggest thing, just from your own successes and experiences?
I'd say that one of the most important things to me, which a lot of people don't do, is they're afraid to put themselves out there. And I think from a point of view where I was in the first stages of my career, how like, you know, there were friends probably chatting like, what's he doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's this guy like? What's he trying to do? Like music. I'm from a small town, like, and I think from there it's like you'll hear it, but just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. At the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself, and I've never understood that. I feel like people care too much about what other people think. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. It's being fearless, but it's being more tunnel vision. Just know that this is what I want to do.
Exactly. Yeah. No. 100%.
And not let anything stop you.
Yeah. No. Literally, and that's kind of what happened from. What my advice would be is just put yourself out there and just keep doing it. Find a way that works for you, and at the end of the day, everyone's got to start somewhere. I've always had this little story, and it's quite funny. I worked at Waitrose back in November.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it was like, I didn't work there for very long, and I kind of had, always my mind and energy was onto music, like your mind's on fashion the whole time. You're like constantly trying to like grind that, and you don't have any other energy or focus for anything else. Even if it's like some more extra pocket money, do you know what I mean? It's like,
100%.
Yeah, so then I was working there, and I left quite quick. And anyway, I met someone in the gym the other day, and he said to me, he was a guy I used to work with at Waitrose, and he told me, he was like, bro, like, I'll be honest with you, when you left Waitrose, and this is when I didn't really have a fan base or anything, he said to me, like, people were like chatting, like they were like, what's he trying to do? Like, why would he leave his like stable job to then go pursue music? And like, he thinks he's gonna make it. And I'm like, obviously I'm still in a very early stage, but then he said to me, but bro, like you've completely changed everyone's mindset, and like now he's coming asking for advice. Do you know what I mean? And love, and like, how did you do it? Or, like,
crazy how it can turn like that.
Turns like that.
The same people you might go to for advice, the other one's coming to you. And it's just for you, in my opinion, just dedication, commitment, just being at it all the time.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Look at all this, like, you've done a lot of things, and you said you started this in February, right?
No, not February. It's almost been a year.
Or has, yeah.
So August is when I did my first little t-shirt drop. All the pieces you see here, they got shipped into me around February.
Damn.
January, February, March time.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. It's the same thing. I feel like you're grinding it, and that's what's so important. I feel like, isn't that probably one thing I'd say is just like, just keep doing it and doing it. No matter, you're going to have slow days, you're going to have faster days, but just keep on the same level and you'll grow. And yeah.
How's it been balancing this in your actual life?
Sorry?
How's it been balancing music and life?
So when I started live streams and I started to actually see a fan base come through, it was a very much a feeling of like, I don't care about anything else right now. Do you know what I mean? I was just like fully focused on that, and like every night I'd stay in a lot, and I just would be like, I want to live stream, I don't want to go out, I want to live stream, I want to keep building my fan base, build my engagement. So I did that quite very consistently for a while, and I'm still doing it super consistently, but then I got to a point where it was like, I'm burning out a little bit quite quick, and I'm like, I do need to kind of find that balance of like how I can make a bit of a change where I can still see my friends and enjoy my social life, and maybe even turn that into a bit of a networking thing, and at the same time still kind of work. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's kind of how I met you. Is obviously we met through the acting thing, but then we were obviously friends too. So like it kind of, you can kind of keep both kind of going at the same time, and I feel like that's important. Is like, if you can find a way that works to like kind of keep that balance, socializing whilst also grinding your career, then you'll
100%. I feel like I don't really want it to be a divide me personally. I want it to be like, if I'm going to work, I'm working with my friends.
Yeah.
So it's like my life is my work, but my work is also my life.
100%.
But like, it's very easy to like, for me personally, I'm going down a route where I'm making work is less like fun, it's just work. But I'm trying to bring it back to how it used to be, where it's like work is now fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just making sure you get what you have to get done and doing it in the most enjoyable way possible.
That's what I mean. Like when I was saying to you earlier, it's like, oh, I'll go out and see some friends later and then come back to work and take it back. And then, but obviously, I feel like what we're doing is in the creative industry, you obviously need to keep your focus extremely on that part of like what you're going for. Like you've got to, obviously, it's, you know, you've got to keep going. You've got to keep the energy high. You've got to keep it just straight. You can't stop. You just got to keep going, no matter what happens. And then again, find that little balance of maybe go out now and then, meet some friends, have some fun, but then go straight back to it and just like that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, what's the biggest thing people should expect from you now?
New music, and this is when I'm gonna kick my shows off like completely. Like I said, this is my first show, so now I'm like gonna grind them out. I'm trying to do a little UK tour from September.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for that too. We're kind of working in it right now. I think just keep improving my music and keep getting my sound, but then shows is like one thing I really want to dig deep into. So hopefully a lot more live performances. Yeah, after my one
live performances. I feel like if you start kicking, like connecting with that live stuff, and making it engaging. Like if someone doesn't go to your show, they missed out.
Yeah,
you can even do like a Steve Aoki thing. Have you seen him like throwing cakes at
people?
people?
Man, that's like exactly.
You can go like insane. You can do whatever you want, but really like using that as your platform to really connect with your people is going to be insane.
You just knocked it on the head, really. It's like that. It's called a USP. It's like that unique selling point of who you are. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's very important in fashion, as you know. But I feel, for sure, I'm still trying to find what that could be. But it's always, it might be something you wear, it might be something you do, it might be something you drink, like cake. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm trying to find that, but I think also it's like your brand image is important, but don't rush it because that's going to be you for the rest of your career.
100%. That's why I think your brand image should just be you.
Yeah.
And like I know you, bro. Your personality is just cool. You're a cool guy.
Thanks,
so
man. Appreciate it.
You don't even need to worry about that. As long as you're just putting more of yourself out there. That's my personal opinion. Someone else might say something completely different.
Yeah.
But I think use you. You're good.
Well, that's interesting you said, because a lot of, there's this big house artist called John Summit, right? Someone I've looked up to for a long time, inspiration-wise. He's American, but he, basically his whole image is like, you know, he's casual, he's chill, like he doesn't try to be someone he's not, do you know what I mean? And I feel that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Like you said, it's just kind of keep to myself and be myself, and then hopefully make that, 100%.
Yeah, you're really good at it, but for as long as you're authentic, you're gonna win.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've got your kind of. Would you say you've just like you figured out your USP, like what's going for you too, like?
Yeah, but now I figured out my USP. I'm like a little. I always think too much, bro. I'm an overthinker. Like right now, I'm talking to you. My brain is like a war zone right now.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
But I know what I need to do. It's just like forget perfecting it, just getting it done. Because
Okay.
that's the one thing that I think everyone gets caught up in. They try to be perfect.
Yeah.
And trying to be perfect it doesn't even make sense. Just do it and you're going to get better as you go along.
100%.
A saying that I heard is that, I'm not even going to go into the sayings, man. But yeah, we're talking for damn near 10 minutes.
Mate, I could keep going.
100%. I can go for a whole hour podcast personally.
So we should do that.
Yeah, in the future. Yeah. But one thing we definitely want to hear right now is a song you got coming up.
Oh man.
So you give your final plugs.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get to your performance. I'm ready for your performance.
I'll show like a bit of an unreleased track or something coming, yeah.
Whatever you feel like promoting that they're going to hear on that night, let them know the night one more time. What's happening?
July the 3rd, Islington, Central London. I've got my first show, come to it. It's going to be sick. I'm very excited. I'm going to meet everyone there. So yeah.
And what song do you want to perform that everyone's going to know? That's the one you should probably do.
Falling. Or All About You. I think those are the two. All About You is my newest one, but everyone knows Falling. If I was... I think Falling will be that hit that like everyone knows. So yeah.
Well, I'm excited to hear it, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Let's
Good
get
to speak
into
to
it.
you, man. Yeah.
Thunder. Let me cameras first, then sound blast. Oh shit, you're out of frame.
Oh really?
Now you're in this man.
Was I in it over here? Because that's what I was most of the time.
Oh, then you definitely will.
Okay.
You're
Dope.